Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again. Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Look on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I let gang, back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Look on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, and somebody hurt. Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with Shay.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. On Shay's tube, she back again.
It's late night with Shay.
Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Yeah.
Hey y'all, welcome to Shay's Tube. This is Shay's Tube Late Night Owls Talk Time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Guys, if you enjoyed this content tonight, make sure that you thumbs up this video. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment, and thank you guys so much. Also, guys, let's go ahead and do this copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. Part of it is scrolling across that screen right there, and it will be in my comment area once this video is over. If you would like to show additional support for this channel, you can do that by doing a super chat, a super sticker, or a Cash App donation to $Shades Tube, or you can cop yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. And that's it right there. All right, guys, so check this out. I am almost at 1 million views. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos and, you know, showing support and just being here, especially on my Country Wayne reaction videos. I mean, the conversation that we have over there, all of the conversations are really, really good. A lot of people really interact, you know, in the chat, and it's a very good live, a reaction live. If you haven't caught my Country Wayne reaction lives, make sure you guys catch those. Usually anywhere between the hours of 10 and 2 o'clock every single day. All right. All right, and check out my Dollar Tree hauls as well if you are into shopping. I go to Okay, I have to make sure what y'all do. I go to other stores than Dollar Tree too. So make sure y'all check those out. Check out the latest one and check out what else? Oh, my shorts. Check out my shorts. There you'll find me doing the challenges and also doing mini shopping homes. And check me out at Shades Too on TikTok. Thank you guys again. Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches this replay. Over here in the chat, we have Jermaine in the place to be. What's up, Jermaine? Thank you so much for being here. And as people come in, I will, salute them then. So tonight, guys, we are going to talk about a Black teenager who was brutally beaten in Simi Valley, California by a mob of white teenagers, okay? Then we're going to talk about a foster dad who not only unalived his foster child, he also shoved a backscratcher down that child's throat. Then I have some news about Diddy and Malcolm Jamal Warner, and then a couple viral videos that we will watch and react to, and then that will be it. So we're going to try to get out of here in an hour and a half, 11:30, 12:30, 1 a.m. All right? So go get you something to drink and relax in bed. All right? If you're at work, continue to do your job or watch or listen to me on the down low. All right? Thank you guys so much. Now let's get started. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start off with our breaking news first, okay? We're going to first talk about Diddy, okay? So Diddy. Okay, so this is some basic news about Diddy, you guys. It's nothing like extra ordinary or anything like that. It's just some breaking news about him. And I'm going to get that to you in just 1 second. Oh, let me change this right here. My butt be like, what? So I hope you guys had a good day too. I forgot to tell you guys that. And ask you guys, did you have a good day today? And I definitely did. It was a pretty good day, pretty peaceful. Not too hot. It was 90-some degrees out here, but it still wasn't as hot as it's been. Because like last week it was like 107, 110 degrees. So 90, 96 is a relief out here in Cali. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and do some Diddy news. Hold on. Let's take this off of here. Okay, I hope y'all can hear me too pretty good. Let's see here. So, got a couple of things. So first thing first, Diddy's $61.5 million mansion is still on the market, you guys, for over 300 days. So clearly, no one wants this dude's mansion. Isn't that crazy? Let's see what they're saying real quick. So I'm thinking they probably don't want it because of, it belonging to him. And they probably think that he had a lot of freak out in there and doing the most. And, and remember all these things that these other women were saying, that he had kids and allegedly and all this other stuff. So people may be still believing that. And that may be another reason why they do not want that mansion. Okay, so they said it was all about those Benjamins until more money brought more problems. Diddy once built a brand on wealth, fame, and flash, but now his mansion can't find a buyer. Turns out no matter how luxe the listing, you cannot sell around a scandal or the kind of stigma that sticks to that mansion. And that is probably, like I just said, all of these charges he has, okay? Then beating Cassie like he did, okay? And what else did I say? And the fact that they think that he could have done all these freak offs and, assaulting people and doing the most. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably going to be very, very difficult for him to get a buyer for that house. So he listed that home, y'all, just before he got arrested, okay? It's in Los Angeles. It's an ultra-exclusive Holmby Hills neighborhood for $61.5 million. And he originally purchased the 1.3 acre property in 2014 for just over $39 million. So that house been on the market for 319 days. It's 17,000 square foot, and they have not found a serious buyer yet for that place. So a Hollywood developer, Stephen Boat Belmont, he offered 30 million, but you know Sean wasn't going to budge on that because again, Sean paid 39 million. So why would he sell it for 30? Then that means he loses the 9 million plus the other 30 million that he could have gotten off of it. So he's not going to do that. Okay, he's not giving away a home. So like I said, they got a lot of stigma behind their home, but if I was him, I would just basically keep it for it, and I'm sure he can. So that home got 13 bathrooms, a 35-seat private theater, a spa house, indoor-outdoor gym, wine cellar, and even a disco ball sculpture hanging in the grand foyer. It sits on a manicured 1.3-acre lot in one of LA's most elite neighborhoods. But the scandal that is tied to it is what's stopping people from buying it. Okay, they don't want a house where, you know, they believe he did all of these things. They call this home a toxic listing. All right, so that's the damn trip. You know, it is hard to sell homes when things have happened in like murders or, you know, just weird shit. No one wants that home. We don't care who owned it. You know what I'm saying? We don't want that home. So maybe he should keep it and, you know, live in it himself. It's his house. I don't know. And maybe sell one of his other homes. Who knows? But I tell you one thing, it's been on the market for 319 days. That's almost a whole year. So somebody said I would never live in a horrific place. I would never live in a place where all the horrific rapes and brutal beatings and coercion of women over the past 20 years has happened. And think about it though, Kathy, we don't know if all of this is true. Okay, I mean, something weird shit could have been happening in your home unless you build it from the ground. But who's to say that ground that you build the house on, something weird didn't happen there? You know what I'm saying? So all you can basically do is bless your home and go from there and bless the property and all of that, because we don't know what he did in those homes. He was actually found not guilty of what was it? The RICO charges. Okay. Then somebody said burn it down. They're not gonna burn it down. Okay. They say you would never get the smell of baby oil out of the walls. Oh, please. People have done worse, okay, than put baby oil all over the place. So I doubt very seriously he's going to take a $30 million offer when he paid $39 million, and then plus the house is appraised at 61 point something million. No one is going to take 30 million, okay? No one. Right, they're crazy. I told you people do stupid stuff when you didn't have people do all sorts of stuff in houses. You know what I'm saying? They still buy it, okay? Please. It's crazy. The next thing is that Diddy doubles down on defamation lawsuit over alleged sex assault videos. Y'all remember he was talking about that, okay? He was seeking $100 million. So let's see. They said Sean Diddy Combs is escalating his legal battle against one of his accusers in the news outlet that helped publicize his claims. Okay, so anyway, he sued Courtney Burgess in January for $50 million on allegations of defamation. He amended his complaint against the man in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York on August 11. According to court documents obtained by USA Today, Burgess' attorney, Ariel Mitchell, and news broadcaster News Nation are also named as defendants in the lawsuit. So Sean Diddy Combs is now seeking additional compensation, no less than $100 million in damages for the severe reputational harm caused by Burgess' outlandish claims, which Combs' attorney alleged may cause the media to have a frenzy against Sean Diddy Combs. Okay. So he's going for, what did I say? He's going for no less than $100 million for a defamation of character lawsuit. Okay, so that's what he's doing. So I will keep y'all abreast of that, okay? He seeks $100 million. He's asking for 50 at first. Now he's asking for 100 million. I guess because he done lost so much money, he's trying to recuperate some of that money. And they also claim that Diddy is facing grim jail conditions with maggot-infested cells, I guess. I mean, see, that's why you can't be doing certain things to get yourself in a position of being incarcerated. Because you know, when you're in these places, he's making me start itching now. When you're in these places, you're bound to see a lot of things at times, roaches, maybe mice. You just never know. He said that the food is often expired or infested with maggots. And he said the place is inhumane. And that's why you should not get yourself in these positions to be in these places. Man, what do you expect? A country club? Don't get yourself in these situations. You don't have to worry about that. If he gets out of this and he gets an in-home sentence or whatever the case is, if he doesn't learn from this and he repeats anything, if he did anything, then he deserves to be back in prison. That's crazy. So anyway, Diddy's attorney, Mark Agnafilo, like I told y'all before, he did a brief letter on Sunday to Judge Submaranian, in which he made many shocking claims about the facility where Diddy is at. So he said that it's inhumane facility, and he's trying to persuade Judge Submaranian to release this dude on bail, and when sentencing comes, maybe house arrest. He also addressed the facility's food conditions, claiming that Diddy is being served contaminated food. He said that he gets expired or infested with maggots food. Okay? And then he also had a picture of one of the meals. And they said that is not an uncommon experience. And then he also urged the judge to consider the facility's frequent lockdown as exceptional circumstances that call for his release on bail. And of course, we know Agnafilo denied the latest bail request. Okay, even his ex-girlfriend Gina wanted him released, and Submaranian still declined it because he said that Diddy was had a violent history, and he could possibly, threaten other people. And so it is what it is, you guys. It's denied all the daggone time. So now his lawyer is trying to seek for him to have home confinement when sentencing, when they sentence him. Let's see what else we got. And I think that's it with Diddy's news. Let's make sure. Oh, so one more thing. They claim that if Diddy, if he's granted a pardon, I think one of his lawyers, I don't know if it was Agnafilo or someone else said it, one of his other lawyers said, or a spokesperson for him or whatever, said that allegedly Diddy will convert to being a Trump supporter, okay, if he's pardoned, okay? He sure does. That judge has it out for Diddy. But maybe if he start being a Trump supporter, maybe the judge will like it. Who knows? So let's see here. So So they claim that he's trying to avoid getting prison time, okay? And he has a little slick thing he's trying to do. So let's see what they're talking about. So they said part of Diddy's redemptions are, one part of his Diddy's redemption arc will be for him to become, wait for it, an anti-domestic violence advocate and work with programs aimed at addressing the horrific issue. So, I mean, it is what it is. Listen, I'm so sick of you guys acting like you never heard of a man beating the crap out of a woman. Some of the same people who speak against this are some of the same men who have fought a woman or beat a woman, okay, or disrespect a woman. So y'all need to stop that. He's not the only person in the world that has did this to a woman. You know what I'm saying? And for them to be using this to deny him bail and everything else is not right, because he's not there for domestic violence. The thing is that when this happened, Cassie could have waited, a year or two, but she should have definitely checked out the statutes and limitations, and she should have filed charges on him for that, okay, before that statute of limitation ran out. And guess what? Then he would have went up on those charges, and he probably would get sentenced for those charges. But right now, they should not be basing stuff off of his assault that he did to Cassie. They should be basing it off the allegations that people are talking about, what he got convicted of. It's crazy. So that's his little strategy, what I just said. Being an advocate for domestic violence. That's what they claim anyway. I don't know if I believe that 100%. That's what they claim. So that was the father of Diddy's defense lawyer. Okay, he claims that Diddy would support Trump if he's pardoned. So if Diddy is pardoned by President Trump, then he will be a Trump supporter. Like we don't know this already, allegedly. Okay? I mean, that would be weird not to support him after he pardoned. That would be crazy. And yeah, it is right here. Diddy's legal team pitches domestic violence advocacy and plea for men having a lenient sentence. Okay? So that's the latest Diddy information, news, whatever you want to call it. You guys can tell me in the comment section what do you think. Think about everything I just talked about. His house not selling for 319 days. His defamation of character lawsuit up from 50 million to 100 million. Him being a domestic violence advocate in order to get a lenient sentence. Just everything that I just told you about Diddy. All right. So now we're going to move on to Malcolm Jamal Warner, what his mom said. Okay. And y'all know he passed on it. That was like a couple of weeks ago. He drowned over there in Costa Rica. Okay, so let's see here. His birthday was coming up there on the 18th. He would have been 55 years old. That's sad. So let me just tell you what the mother said concerning her son. Now, on August the 8th, his mom, Pamela, shared a tribute on a newly established Instagram account celebrating her late son's life. She expressed comfort in knowing that in his final moments, he was at peace and he did not suffer. So that's what she said to, give comfort. I thought he had passed on when they pulled him out the water. He was already alive. I don't know for sure, but that's what I thought. I can't remember. But his mother said that he passed on and he did not suffer and he was at peace. He was at peace. So, I mean, what else can we say about that? What else can we say about that, y'all? We can't say too much more about that, right? So let's see what else she said. So let's look at this right here. And he did look like his mom a lot. So let's see. She also said, needless to say, our hearts are heavy with the loss of Malcolm. He was a kind, loving man with a huge heart for humanity. He wanted all to be aware of their inner strength and that they could succeed, accomplish, and transform. This was his latest mission and work, transformation, in order for you to be fully present in your life. She also said that her son was an exceptional husband, father, and son, a man deeply in love with life, his wife, and his daughter. She said he was not only my son, but also my teacher, coach, confidant, business partner, and best friend. He was the son that his father was immensely proud of and loved fiercely and unconditionally. She also said that Malcolm was in love with the magic of being an actor, always studying and honoring his craft. She said, though he began his musical journey a little later in life at 26, he excelled as a bassist, I think that's how you pronounce that, and formed his own band, Miles Long. I think I heard his band before. So he also was a poet. He got 2 Grammy nominations and 1 Grammy Award. At 8 years old, after his final stage performance, he declared that being on stage was what he wanted to do for the rest of his life. All right? And she also said, as his mother, there was a lot she could say about her late son. She said, for those of you who are at a loss, pained by the suddenness of his departure, ache for his presence, or just to hear his voice one more time, to see his beatific smile one more time, be comforted that he was at peace, and more importantly, he did not suffer. Okay? She said he was birthed through water and he transitioned through water. He departed as he arrived through water. This was his time. His mission on earth had been completed. She also encouraged friends and family and fans to hold close to whatever part of Malcolm's life that touched yours. And keeping it near, you keep his spirit alive, nourishing you with the peace, the love, the joy, and light that embodied Malcolm Jamal Warner. And that was her conclusion. So as we know, he was best known for playing the role of Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show. He passed on at the age of 54 on July the 20th from drowning in Costa Rica. Okay? So his official cause of unalignment was asphyxia, caused when the body is deprived of oxygen. Okay? So when they rescued him on the beach, he was rescued by people on the beach. They said that they found him without vital signs and he was taken to the morgue. So he passed on in that water, okay? That was him. They look good together, him and Tracy Ellis Ross in that magazine. Come on, let me show y'all. If he wasn't married, they would have made a good couple. They look good together. Yeah, yeah, they got a nice looking picture together. Too bad they couldn't, play in another. I don't know if they ever played in a sitcom together, but that would have made a pretty good sitcom. That's a nice looking picture. Yeah, they did some cute pictures. That's really a cute one right there. So again, rest in peace to Theo. I'm gonna call him Theo, you guys. And turn this off. What did I just do? Okay, well, let me see what that is. Okay, that's how that goes up. I was just looking at that, see how that goes. Okay, rest in peace to Theo. And my condolences and prayers are expressed to his mom and wife and his kids and his other family members and friends. And may he continue to rest in paradise. Yeah, it definitely is horrifying. Gosh, I mean, I don't see that as peaceful, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We could never, I just don't see it like that, but it is what it is. Because I'm just thinking about getting choked off with just a little bit of water, how painful that is. But she said he did not suffer. I don't know how she would be able to know that if he passed on in the water, but it is what it is. Because he was birthed through water, so he went in the water when he left this planet. So maybe that's why she said what she said. All right. All right. So anyway, let's see what else we got here. Okay. Some more breaking news. Let's see what else we got. Well, what time is it? We're doing good with the time this time. Let me hurry up. So I think, let me just give you this nationwide deodorant recall real quick, okay? Because it's very important to know these things as well, because you just never, know. You never know. Let's hide this right here and do recall time. Just never know. So anyway, guys, they have a nationwide deodorant recall update. All right, let's see here. So it's the second highest risk classification by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. So it is for 3 Power Stick deodorants that was sold across the United States. They're sold at Dollar Tree, ads, Amazon, and it is the Power Stick for her roll-on antiperspirant deodorant, Power Fresh, Power Stick Invisible Protection, roll-on deodorant. It's the Spring Fresh, Power Stick Original Nourishing Invisible Protection roll-on, and that's the original. So if you have any of those, make sure you take it back to the store to get your money back. Power Stick. You can go to newsweek.com to find more about this, or you can go to Google, type in nationwide deodorant recall update. Okay, and then it should that's all the information there so you can read it. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about these two topics. First, let me just tell you this though. Todd Bridges claims that Gary Coleman's dad tried to get him fired from Different World. That's crazy, huh? Let's see that real quick. Now keep in mind, I'm not going to read the whole article, okay? So anyway, let's see. So he said the first 3 years of Different World. No, is it called Different World? What was that place? Let me see what it was in. Different Strokes, I'm sorry, Different Strokes. He said him and Gary Coleman were like brothers. But he said when Gary Coleman's father came around, everything changed. He said it wasn't a fun set to be on. Then he said Gary's father tried to have him fired because at 13 years old, Gary slapped him and he slapped him back. And then his dad said, we got to get him fired. He slapped the star. That is a trip, huh? At 13, they were just kids. Anyway, the producers refused to fire Bridges, okay? They were like, we can't fire him. We can't fire Willis. The show is about Willis and Arnold. We would be done. That's what Todd Bridges recalls. Now, y'all know Different Strokes was on from 1978 to 1986. Okay? And I used to watch it. And when it comes on reruns, I watch it then. But it was a good show back then and today. I wish they would put it on Tubi. They may have it on Tubi. I don't know. But anyway, that's what Todd Bridges said. And, you know, there was a lot of rumors about that show, you know, even with the daughter and everything. But when you watch the actual show, you would have never guessed it, because it was really a really nice sitcom. And I hope they have it on Tubi, because if they do, I'll put it on and watch it tonight. All right? So that's it for breaking news right now. Oh, one more thing. They did have an explosion. Hold on. In Pennsylvania. Let me tell you about that real quick. At a U.S. steel plant, one person was unalive, 2 were missing, and many people were injured. Okay, let's see. And that happened. Let's see here. So I guess it happened on earlier Monday. So 2 actually were unalive, and the place was heavily damaged. They said one worker was found alive in the wreckage hours after the explosion, and it started around 10:51 a.m. So the explosion itself was followed by smaller blasts. They said it could be felt in the nearby community, and it prompted county officials to warn residents to stay away from the scene so emergency workers could respond. They should have shook the building. They shook his chest. They saw some dark smoke. They didn't know what was going on at first, though. They did a news conference, okay, and they said that U.S. Steel employees did a great job of going in and rescuing workers, shutting down gases and making sure the site was stable. So that's good. And they said the company is going to thoroughly investigate the cause. So anyway, my prayers are extended out to all of the people who were injured in this U.S. Steel explosion. My condolences are expressed out to everybody's families who lost, relatives and friends in this explosion. As of now, when this was out, it was 2 people, and hopefully no other people have lost their lives. Sad situation, you guys. Sad situation. All right. So now, guys, let's go ahead and go over these topics real quick. And the first one that I want to talk about is the foster dad shoving the backscratcher down the child's throat. I don't know what the hell is wrong with these people. You know what I'm saying? They do some weird shit. Okay? Let me put the title up here. Now, he also unalived the child, too. I just didn't want to put that up here, okay? Let me just tell y'all the story real quick. So first and foremost, this little kid was beaten to you-know-what by his foster dad, who jammed the backscratcher down his throat. And that's the daggone shame, you guys. Like I said before, I don't know what's wrong with these people. So anyway, he's facing murder charges for the brutal unaliving of a 13-year-old boy, allegedly beaten to you-know-what over an extended period at their home, which is crazy. Cesar Delgadillo, 39, reportedly assaulted the young teen, and then he forced a backscratcher into his mouth at their home. which is absolutely crazy. Let's see. When police arrived at the scene, you guys, they discovered the boy with numerous marks and cuts. He succumbed to his injuries in the hospital. Now, this tragic news came as a boy of 5 was murdered because his mother could not afford to pay his ransom. They are just really doing some crazy things to little bitty kids. Anyway, both Caesar and his wife, Virginia, were taken into custody after law enforcement reviewed the home's security footage. So anyway, Caesar has been slapped with charges of homicide, child endangerment, tampering with evidence, and obstruction. His wife, age 34, faces 5 counts of child endangerment, 4 counts of corruption of minors, and 1 count of evidence tampering. Now, they think this happened in Drums, Pennsylvania, where the boy was allegedly left to pass on in his bedroom following the prolonged and violent episode from Sunday evening into Monday morning. Security footage from the home also appeared to show some of the couple's other 4 foster children trying to clean up the blood spilled during the incident. So they did say a lot of blood was visible on the floor as a result of the assault. So anyway, the station cited a police affidavit stating that the video captures large amounts of blood being deposited on the floor during the assaults. Some of the children who reside in the residence were observed actively cleaning blood from the floor. According to WNEP, 2 other foster children alerted Virginia on Monday morning, and upon discovering the 13-year-old unresponsive in his room, she immediately dialed emergency services. Anyway, despite fast response from officers and paramedics, and the child being rushed to Lehigh Valley Hospital in nearby Hazleton, he was pronounced unalive upon arrival. Local media reports that the family's 5 foster children, ranging in age from 5 to 16 years old, they also indicate the remaining 4 foster children are now under state care, while Caesar and Virginia await their court hearings in Pennsylvania later this month. That is a damn shame, you guys. That is a shame. Yeah, he crazy as hell. Crazy. So he shoved the damn. They didn't tell us about why did he do that stupid shit. That is crazy. He shoved the Backscratcher down his daggone throat. You know, honestly, when people do horrific crimes like this, I must say it again, I just don't believe that they should have, I don't believe they should have life. I think they should automatically have, what, parole sentence. They should have that. Because they don't deserve to be in prison for life. They should be taken out to the back and just shot down like a wild animal. Because you're sitting up here, you're beating the crap out of your foster child for what reasons? There are really no reasons to do that anyway. But why was he doing this? And then you shove a Backscratcher down his throat, and then the wife, what was she doing? Goodness. So that's why, she was charged as well. So this little gorilla is doing sign language to ask visitors, please don't feed me. Okay, so that day when I saw that gorilla He wasn't telling me no feed him, her or him. He was, I forgot what they said that gorilla was saying. Let me show y'all this real quick. Okay? He's so cute. I was about to say something, but I'm not going to say it. Look at him doing sign language. He telling them don't feed him. See? He said, don't feed me. No, 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 no. No, don't feed me. No. They clapping and shit. Okay. That's cute. That is very cute. I like that. Beautiful animal. But like I said, these people are so damn crazy. You know, and he just definitely deserves to be on the you know what road. And before they do anything to him or take him out to the back and just shop, before they do that, they should take a back scratcher and do the exact same thing to him. Doesn't even make any sense. I don't know what's wrong with these people, man. You got a 31-year-old gang member stabbing a 15-year-old girl. What the hell? You know, I remember a time when people would not do anything to kids. Now people do not care. They don't give a damn if they have to hurt a child too or unalive a child. They do not hesitate now. That just shows you that the world is getting more and more crazy. Period. You know? You got that right. Crazy ass man. So anyway, my prayers are still out to this child's family, you know, if they actually cared about him, because he was in foster care. And may this child rest in peace, and may justice be served against this dude and his wife fully. They should never get out of prison or anything else. Period. And just so y'all know, guys, vaping is also dangerous. This lady that I was just reading her article got lung cancer after vaping for 2 years. So I don't think it's a safe alternative, because it's not. All right, so the next story, guys, we're going to talk about is the black teen brutally beaten in Simi Valley, California by a mob of white kids. Okay, we're going to talk about that real quick, and then I'm going to do these viral videos, and that will be it. We're doing good with time, so let me hurry up. Okay, let's take this down. Let's do this real quick. Okay, we're gonna just leave it like that. Short and simple. Short and simple. Okay, let's put that up there. Black teen beaten in Simi Valley, California. So let's go ahead and go to the story real quick for you guys. Okay, so wait, let me get this story. Let me get the thing first. That's what I did with the story. Here it is right here. So anyway, there was white teens who brutally attacked a black boy, and the community, you guys, is demanding hate crime charges. Let me just tell you, some of these kids who beat up this black boy, they were not charged with anything. All right. So anyway, community members and loved ones are seeking justice after this teenager was brutally attacked outside of a movie theater in Simi Valley by a group of white teens who got off on citations only. Can y'all believe that? 18-year-old Michael Robinson and his friend unfolded outside a Regal cinema in Simi Valley on Friday, August the 1st. A group of white teens confronted Robinson and his friend in the parking lot. So they do have videos. You guys can check that out on your own because it's very brutal. Anyway, the video of the incident shows the teens punching and kicking Robinson, chasing him across the parking lot and calling him the N word. At one point during the encounter, Robinson attempted to defend himself with a chair. They end up pushing his head into a trash can. They started hitting him in the back of the head. He said, honestly, I thought I was going to pass on because I know what happens when you get hit on the back of your head. You could have internal bleeding. You could have brain damage. So anyway, this attack left this 18-year-old with a concussion, cuts and bruises, and a chipped tooth. Robinson said he did not know the attackers, but his friend had a prior conflict with them. So police did arrest 4 teenagers and cited them with battery before they were released to their parents. One of the teens is the son of a Simi Valley police officer who authorities said was removed from the investigation. So anyway, residents packed a Simi Valley City Council meeting demanding accountability and hate crime charges for the teenagers. Somebody said this was not a fight, it was a hate-driven attack, and it happened right here in our city. When we ignore or excuse this kind of behavior, we are sending a message that racism is allowed to exist in our community. They say he was the only African American, and that's why this is a targeted hate crime. As they were attacking him, they were yelling racial slurs. It is crystal clear what transpired, and that's what Robinson's attorney, Jamal Tucson, said in a statement. So Simi Valley Police Chief Steve Shorts acknowledged that the attack was definitely a hate incident, but said the decision to press hate crime charges is up to the Ventura County District Attorney's Office. So an investigation into this incident remains ongoing. And I say, it's bullcrap, okay? These kids should have charges in all, because what they did is unacceptable. Yeah, that's right, because they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know about, listen, the media sometimes don't want you to know when Black people get victimized by whites, okay? But they will let you know if Black people do something to whites. And we know why they do that, you know what I'm saying? But there's no way this story shouldn't have been, all throughout social media where people are talking about it, and it should have definitely been all in the news, okay? Because it's a very bad situation. They could have unalived this kid. They beat him very bad. And then racial slurs and stuff. And I know where Simi Valley is because when I first moved here, that's what we went to Simi Valley. Yeah. So that's a shame. And my prayers were sent out, to that young man and stuff. And I don't know what else to say about that. I mean, I just hope that, justice is served on these boys. Okay? Oh, yeah, that's why they should be charged. That's why I said these little teenagers should have some type of charges. It's not right. And again, these are some of the things that we should be talking about. Let me tell y'all this week. Actually, I'll say this for fucking Friday. This is crazy. All right, so now we're going to go ahead, you guys, and watch these viral videos real quick. So let me go ahead and turn off this music. Let me just fall asleep. Let's take this down and let's watch a couple of videos. Okay, let me just share the screen for y'all. Whoop. Okay, let me get the video real quick, you guys. Hold on for a second. Let me get this. I got to go to TikTok. Let me turn my volume all the way down so I can get the videos that the man sent me. Okay, we have to go to inbox. So let's watch this video about the next 2 times. Is his name 2 times or 2 times? Anyway, his mother is exposing him for leaving her high and dry. And I want to see if y'all agree with this. I don't know the backstory, but we will watch this video to see what we think about this. So, Vanessa, hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, this is it right here. So this is part 3. This is part 2. Where's our part 1 at? No, this is part 3 right here. It's part 1. So I guess we may have to look at this one. Let me see what's on here. You may have to just look at this one right here.
Gave me $5,000. Never. And if they didn't send 5,000, 35 of it was for the rent. Did she show y'all that? Did she show y'all that? So the other 15 for me. That's if it come like that. But the way my rent was coming was 1,500 here, 1,500 there, 500 there. And I just had to hold on to it until it got to 35, y'all. And still have to deal with my landlord coming over. My landlord been over here 4 times. I don't stop answering the door now because at this point, like I told her, I don't have nowhere else to go. That man don't care nothing about me. He don't love me. And I keep ignoring it. Because I said, get the fuck out of my house. You got to respect my boundary, bro. You just cannot walk all over me and think because you paying my rent that you can do and say what you want to do to me. It's not that. I'm your mama overall. Gave me $5,000. Gave me $5,000.
So let's see what else we can pull up. The other video. So that's part. I think that's the same what we just seen. Let's see.
And Suge talked about her like a dog. Like a dog. I said, well, Suge, I don't care who he mess with. Long as he don't bring them hoes to my house. So I'm in my room. I hadn't came out all day. I ain't came out. So I'm constantly asking him, Rick, you gonna pay the rent? I called him. I got tired of texting. I called him and I said, is you gonna pay the rent? And he hung up in my face. Because I told her to get the fuck up out of my house because she lying. Like she seen Rick gave me $5,000 and she didn't. No, it's $10,000 what they said. I ain't had $5,000-$10,000 in my motherfucking pocket and never. If he give me some money, he'll give me $300-$400. He might throw me $1,000 here. He might throw me $1,500 here. But guess what? The bills done packed up so hard, half of that going on bills. And I'm okay with that. Long as he paying the rent, I'll pay my own bills. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never begged him for nothing. I ain't never felt like I was entitled to none of his dollars. Ask him when the last time I asked him for something. I don't, because I know he don't like me. So I deal with what I have to deal with. To keep a roof over my head, man. The disrespect. The not listening. Not consider other people's feelings. But he got the nerve to get on here and talk about family, y'all. Family ain't did nothing to him. Ain't no family did nothing.
Okay, let's see what else we got. If I can find the other part. I don't know if they got. I think we already see. No, let's see what this one is. Is that the same one? You can't even hear her ass. Mother not look at her. You can't even hear her. So let's see what else.
You spent $4 million motherfucking dollars on niggas and bitches. Weed. Flying motherfuckers back and forth. That's what you spent your money on. Jewelry. You ain't spend it on family.
He doesn't have to spend it all on family.
You didn't spend it on family. And when a motherfucker did get some, guess what? They gotta do something.
The one you
for it.
saw something. Got
It ain't
that story.
genuine.
Okay.
Keep your money. A man and his money will depart. Believe that. An ignorant man with money will depart. I push you out this ass, nigga.
Damn.
You don't disrespect me. You mad because I told you disrespectful, you narcissist? That's what you did? Then gonna upload a motherfucking picture. You disrespectful, boy. You disrespectful. It's a motherfucker. And you need your ass whooped. That's what you need. Real motherfucking talk. And I swear to God, you ain't never got to do a motherfucking thing for me again. I don't want your dirty money.
What?
Because you ain't going to have it long. God going to make sure that. God going to make sure that. You foul, boy. You foul. You spent $4 million motherfucking dollars on niggas and bitches. Weed. Flying motherfuckers back and forth.
Man.
That's what you spent your
Let's
money
get part
on.
one. That was a damn trip, y'all. Let's get part one. Let's put this person's name in. Story time with Star. Let's see if we can look that up. It is right here. I think this is part one. No, this is a different one. Story time with Star. I don't see the other one. Just said story time with Star. Let's see this. Okay, we're just gonna watch this up here. This is part one up here.
That I said that I see his side of the story and Trey's side of the story because they always beefing. They always mad at each other. I don't take sides when it comes to my children. I try to solve the problem. Okay, so now that he know that I said that, one night when I went to work, I came home and my locks had been changed. I couldn't understand why my key wasn't fitting my door. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have nowhere else to go. I don't know nobody in Texas. So I sat in my car till it was daytime. And I waited on the leasing office to open up, you know, so I can go up here and see, you know, can the maintenance come and let me in my apartment? What's going on? So I get up to the office And the leasing lady told me,
Hey, Tony Bands.
we were told to change your locks. We was told to change your locks on your apartment. I'm like, what the fuck on? Why y'all change my locks? Because the person who named the apartment in told us to change the locks. Long story short, he done told this girl to change the locks on me, man. Because I had my opinion on what him and his brother going through. Fast forward. I'm still working though. I'm working at a nursing home. Y'all seen the video. Okay? Fast forward. This man, oh Lord, I got off track and I'm just throwed off, y'all. Give me a minute. I don't possess that all that hooping and hollering going back and forth. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So he had her to lock me out of my apartment. Mind y'all can ask anybody. Her name Kimberly Ballard. She worked at Discovery Village in Dallas, Texas. I wish I knew her phone number so she could tell y'all how I slept in the parking lot in my truck for 2 months. She offered me pillows to come in there and sleep in a resident room. Understand me, man. Going forward. I worked and that lady let me get all the hours I wanted to get. And I was able to get me a little apartment down in Fort Worth. Mind you, Rick out of jail. I didn't hear from him until 2 months after he got out, after he got off the jet. I never heard nothing from him until 2 months after he got out of jail. So now at this point, I done got my own spot down in Dallas because I don't work long enough to get it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing my thing, working and everything. And I guess he had a change of heart. And he called me. And me being his mama, I fell for it. And I thought when he called for me again to come to Houston, that it was genuine. That he didn't mean to do me like that. He fresh out. He don't know. He think everybody against him. He think everybody hurting him some type of way. So I took that and I brushed it off. That's to the people. They're saying, well, if he did it to you 3 times, why you keep going back? I'm trying to tell y'all. He told me, he said, Mama, come to Houston. I'm going to get you a house and everything, Mama. When you come out here, I got you. Mind y'all, I had just got my apartment from being kicked out. So guess what I did? I packed my bags and I left. And I moved to Houston. I came out here. At that time, he had a real big house downtown. A real big 3-story house with elevators and shit in it. Okay, so I done came back from being kicked out. So guess what I did? I packed my bags and I left. And I moved to Houston. I came out here. At that time, he had a real big house downtown. A real big 3-story house with elevators and shit in it. Okay, so I done came back. Right? I'm there with them. Everything going good because at that time, he had just got signed. Everything going good. At the same time, while I was in Dallas, I asked him, I said, Rick, pay for a dispatcher class for me. So I can give me a box truck or something, get my own shit going. So I can have my own lane and do my own thing. Mind you, to this motherfucking day, I'm still asking for that box truck. He paid for the dispatcher license and never bought the truck. So that's the fairy tale he got me going on and anticipating. I ain't asked for nobody to do nothing for me. If I put up a GoFundMe, you better believe I'm dead motherfucking serious. I'm dead motherfucking serious. But going forward, in the house downtown Houston, I don't know if y'all remember or not, a Big A and Trey was into it. Everybody was into it and stuff. And, you know, all kinds of shit was going on. Trey had came around. But for some reason, Ricky felt like Big A can motherfucking bully my boy. And I told him, if that motherfucker fuck with you, knock the noodles out his motherfucking head. Because I said that, the man got up the next morning, y'all. Got all his little flunkies that he have around him. Packed, mind you, my room on the 3rd floor of the house. I don't hear nothing going on downstairs. Nothing. I don't feel nothing going on downstairs. All of a sudden, I came down on the elevator and I got off on the second floor where they room at, and the house was just super, super quiet. So I'm like, well, where everybody done went to? You know, what's going on? I saw the whole room had been cleaned out. The whole room had been cleaned out. I seen people moving their stuff to a U-Haul truck. So I'm walking around the house like, what's wrong? What's going on? Mind y'all, I had told Big A to don't put your motherfucking hands on my son. But he had Big A on this big old pedestal where you couldn't even talk about Big A. And Suge know that. Suge can't talk about Big A. Because nobody talk about Big A when it came down to Ricky. But this ain't that. Big A don't scare me and you don't either. And he better not put his hands on my child. You know what I'm saying? I told him that. Rick got mad at me for that. And he left me in that house and moved to Miami. Didn't say, Mama, I'm gone. Mama, I'll be back. Mama, I'm mad. Nothing. Suge went right with him. Her, Neil, BBJ, all of them went with him. They knew exactly what he was doing to me. They knew it. But they sat around me and laughed and talked about him like a dog, as if they had done nothing. After I realized I was stuck in this house for about 3 days, nobody answered the phone. Ricky not answering the phone, Suge not answering the phone, Neil not answering the phone, BBJ, nobody answering the phone for me. I'm just stuck in an empty house. He done moved out. He just left me there. So as the days go by, I'm sitting there wondering what I'm gonna do. I don't know nobody out here. What am I supposed to do? So all of a sudden, I get a text message. He said, go to headquarters. If I had a picture of headquarters I can show y'all, y'all would be like, hell no.
What's headquarters?
Headquarters is in 5th Ward on Liberty Road. On Liberty Road. When I tell you this was right here on Liberty Road by the expressway, it is nothing but the slums of the slums. You understand me? You understand me? I ain't got no lies to tell on nobody. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. I'm tired of being around and not being able to be a mama and address a motherfucker like I need to without a motherfucker dehousing me. Put me in a fucked up situation like now. But moving forward, I stayed in 5th Ward in the trap house across from J. Prince Sr. house. He sent his security over there. He sent his security over there to come tell me to come here. J. Prince Sr. did this. I respect that man to the fullest. To the fullest. Understand me? We was over there with nothing. No food, no nothing. You understand me? Me and my sister. Candace Hampton. He left me and his only auntie in the slums of the slum, man. J. Prince Sr. sent his security over there. Sr. said, can you come here for a minute? So I walked over there. I get up there and I told him everything. He said, I sure hate this going on with you. You know what I'm saying? He said, nah, a man don't do his mama like that. I took that shit on the shoulder, man. I didn't go no internet and tell nobody I was outside. A motherfucker don't put me in the trap over a barber shop in the hood. I didn't tell nobody that. I kept that shit to myself, man. Again, being his mama, thinking that he just got out. Ricky going through a couple mental issues, and you know, he got to get it right. Over the years, he'll get it right. That's me. Since y'all wondering, why come I let him do it to me over and over and over again?
All right, we're going to stop that right there. We're going to start buffing it out. So what do you guys think about all that? Finesse 2 times allegedly refusing to pay his mother's rental payment. Hey, Tony Vance, thank you for being here. What do you guys think about that? Thank you, Jermaine. You said I would pay my mother's rent at the very least. That is crazy. Yeah, if my mom did something to me that I did not like, I would still pay her rent. You know, I don't want her to get put out of me on the streets. But at the same time, I just wouldn't, be talking to her like that again. If she really did something, I feel some type of way. You know, I don't think he should not help his mom. Okay? I think he should help his mother because you only have one mom, and when she's gone, you're gonna wish she would have, you know what I'm saying, did certain things. Somebody said you only get one mother. If I had 4 million, my mom would not have to want for anything. Forget the past. My mom has been unalive for 15 years. I would give anything to help my mom. Somebody said, damn, I see why his name is Finesse 2 times. What else we got here? Somebody said we need the backstory. Everybody not willing to forgive and forget. Was she a mother to him? Or she feeling entitled because of his status? Somebody said he doesn't owe you nothing. Where is your husband? And another commenter said he doesn't love his mother. And somebody else said, ain't no way I'm going to keep a job. The thing is, like I said, since that is his mom, then I feel like, you know, if it's your mom, you should do everything that you can do. If your mom makes you mad, you basically just need to still help her, but just don't be around her like that. You know, if your mom did something that really, you know, went against, you know, that really was bad. Okay? So the rest of that video you can watch on TikTok. Just type in Finesse 2 times mother exposes him for leaving her high and dry. All right? So what you say? So let's watch this real quick. Let's see. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Did I type? Did not type. Let's see what officers. Where is that? Let's see if we can pull this up. So here it is. Here, let's make sure. I think this is it right here. Hello. Hello. This is the man who says you need more officers to tackle me. So I guess he think he's bad.
Oh, we got a little bit of fighting going on. Bye, the police here, bro. Mom! She upstairs or? She in her room. Oh, in her room over here. Okay. Your sister messing all this stuff up? Oh, I got you. Hello, Echo Police here.
Hey, young Reyes.
Wow. Right here.
Hi.
What's going on, dear?
Another fight. I'm dealing with domestic violence issues. Come on, sorry.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
I am getting off of dislocated knee.
Why the f is you lying?
I don't want her talking.
Why?
I got you.
Hold
hey, dear. Hey, stop.
Bro, don't touch
Go
me.
back upstairs,
Don't
please.
touch
I'll
me.
talk to you.
Cause she already did got me started.
Can you just hang on?
I don't give a either.
Okay.
Say what you was just saying.
Here.
Talking about bouncing
Talk
in
to you
front of the
after.
little girl.
That's
You
what.
dirty as
Stop.
yeah, now you wanna act like you got some pros. I don't give a you're not gonna disrespect me. I will kill that.
All right, she's.
This is the third time she hurt me with a knife. This is the third time. This is the third time. Go off of me. Bro, get the hell out. Get the off of me. Third time. Get the off of me.
She fighting the police officer.
Hello.
Was she fighting the police officers? Okay, then I got part 2 of this. Let me see. This was Officer 1. I don't know if it's a part 2 of this. I don't think it is, but that was a hot ass mess. What do y'all got to say about that? Let's see what some of these people said in the comment section. Somebody said, why do parents think it's okay to disrespect the kids, but when we do it, it's called being unruly? Hush. They said the son looked like he was playing a game and got interrupted. Somebody said, jokes aside, I have a mom who would act like this when the police came, and she would be full blown, antagonizing me, getting in my face and all. I know a toxic relationship with mom and daughters when I see one because I'm going through it trying to make the daughter look like a villain. I don't care. Somebody said the whole situation is weird. But anyway, it is what it is, you guys. Let me see what y'all said in the comment section. That's good, young Liz. Okay, y'all didn't say anything. Okay, let's go to the next video. That's the trip. That was a trip. Okay, let me take that off here. Okay, see what else we got, y'all. Oh, let's look at this right here. This is going to be a trip. We may have a chance to look at one more after this before 1 o'clock. Okay, so let's find this one. So is this the one right here? It's about criminal life. It's a different one. This is part 1, too. I think this is it right here because she got the outfit. This is part 1. So they claim this is part 1. Let's see.
I'm loud. I'm not yelling at you. Man, that girl 21 years old. I wouldn't care if she was 15.
I'm not asking you again. Stop. Do not engage with anybody else. We're done.
Hey,
How's it going?
you the manager?
Yes, sir.
All right, can we? She's involved.
let's talk over here. Did you witness any of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my shit, so I'm like,
Yeah. And I'm gonna talk to your employee for the and tell him what's going on here.
oh yeah, so she was, I guess she probably misheard the order a little bit, so she asked her, why was it so much? And then, so she started getting a little rude, started yelling over the speaker and stuff like that. So I took over the headset, took the order, and tried to make it right, you know, of course. And so she comes to the window, and I guess she kind of told her real quick how much she owed. So she was like, yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, it's, you know, we fixed it. So she said, give me my money back. She yelling at her. She telling her, give me my money back. And all that. So she started cussing at her, how much she had, whatever.
Her yelling at your employee.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So she comes. So we thought this was over with once we gave her that money back.
Yeah.
It was just like, we don't serve guests like that.
Yeah.
And so she comes back in asking for, oh, I'm going to file a report on this. She is mad, and I want the 1-800 number, and me and the general manager was trying to come.
You just send this.
Yeah.
You did send this.
Yeah.
On my page.
She's trying to get over the counter, making threats, talking about she's gonna be waiting outside with
Same one.
and all kind of stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I guess
It's the same one.
that just kind of pushed her to the limit.
I said, get your car now. You are not to speak to anybody.
Why did you tell him to shut up? Don't speak to me.
We're not doing that.
What tell him we not? What tell him don't speak to me?
Hey, stop now, or I'll put you in handcuffs in the back of my car till you can calm down.
Listen.
No, you listen
No,
to me.
you listen.
Ma'am,
No, wait a minute.
I said, listen.
Whatever.
No.
What you gotta do? Do whatever you gotta
Stop. Okay? I've had enough of the
do. I
attitude.
had enough too.
Be an adult.
I've been assaulted. What are you
You
talking
were
about?
doing all this.
I've been assaulted.
You don't want to come out? Get out. Come
Get
on.
out of the car.
I've been assaulted. I'm loud.
Wait a minute. She doing all this because of an order. Hold on. Let's do part 2. Hey, we was looking at part 2 up here. That's part 1. Let me find part 2. This is part 2 right here.
You a God-given man. Come on now. Don't do that. I promise.
You're right.
I got upset, and she did me like this. And she smacked me
Okay.
over that time. What you eat?
Okay. That gives you no right to fight us,
You're right. I'm not fighting you, baby. I promise.
Okay, hey, chill. I need you to chill. Just stop talking to her for an
Oh,
inside and get
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Listen,
Why she just did I do
I
this?
promise she smacked me. At least they know it.
We can have
I need you to take 10 bucks.
Okay, baby. I'm sorry. I just
Right
want to
Right now,
Hold on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Woo! I'm okay.
Stay right here with me.
Okay.
Hey, just do me a favor. I'm not trying to be
I'm
rude.
so
Listen to
sorry.
me.
I know. I'm
Okay.
so sorry. I'm
Okay,
just trying to work.
Just breathe. Just breathe.
I'm just trying to work.
No.
That's all.
Damn.
I got you.
I'm just trying to work. Oh God. And she smacked me, baby.
Okay. Okay.
She got
Let's
over the
just-
counter and she smacked me.
Let's just breathe for a second, okay?
Okay.
Just breathe. Just breathe.
You are
Yeah.
with me. For what?
Just stop. We'll explain it.
She rude.
I'm trying to help you out.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. I promise you I'm not trying to be combative. I don't have a bruise. She hit me on this side right here, but I don't have any bruise.
Okay, I just needed to check. That's all.
Okay. I don't think I have a bruise. I ain't looked in no mirror, but I'm black
Let me.
and they don't show up.
So you were in the drive-thru. You said she got belligerent. What happened after that?
I came in and I wanted to make my order.
Okay.
And I said, let me make an order. I said, lay on the window. It's very rude. I said, please let me make my order. Then when she come over there, all jumping up, holding her hands up. And then when she reached over the counter and hit me.
Okay, where'd she hit you?
In my face, on this side of my face.
Your right side?
Yes.
Okay, was it closed fist, open hand?
I don't know, baby.
Just reached
I don't know.
over?
She just hit.
Okay.
And then I lost it.
Okay. What happened after she hit you? You guys
Can I
just
watch?
separated?
They grabbed her and took her to the back when she hit me. And because I was trying to get over the counter and get her. I'm not going to lie to you.
You good?
I'm not going to lie to you. She hit me and I was trying to get her back.
Was there any fighting at all inside there?
There was some, I saw some little
When I walked up, I just seen some stuff. It actually happened in the drive-thru. But then she came in talking about something she wanted to. She came in talking about some come outside that your ass did it out. So I did lose my patience and I swung over and hit her. But other than that, no.
Can you go ahead and put your hands on that for me, please?
Man. Your ass,
I'm just gonna do it so I don't stand here.
that's why your ass going to jail too.
So after you guys did the refund, she came inside.
Yeah, yeah. So she wouldn't. So it was more of a kind of like a. I don't know what she thought she was going to chant at. We was trying to solve it. We really was.
Yeah.
But she's doing the same thing she's been doing this whole time. Just yelling. We can't understand her. She's not listening. She's not trying to listen. It's just, and then she's just yelling at our employees.
You a God-given man. Come on now.
Look like she high, but if she wasn't at work on lunch break, I'd be thinking something wrong with her. She a nurse. Damn, that nursing job must be getting on her nerves and shit. Where's part 3 at? Let's see. I wonder is this part 3? No, it probably is. I don't know for sure. Did we see this one? Let's see.
I promise. Listen to me.
It took 3 of us to get you out of
Okay,
that car.
I'm sorry.
And you weren't listening to anything
I
nobody was
was.
telling you.
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't.
Well,
Not,
sir,
we
I'm
would have took
sorry.
you out of the car.
Please. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Please.
So no, there is
No,
there is
listen,
please.
baby.
Look.
Listen. You a God-given man. Come on now. Don't do that. I promise.
You're right.
I got upset, and she did me like this, and she smacked.
That gives you no right to fight us,
You're
though.
right. I'm not fighting you, baby. I promise.
Okay, hey, chill. I need you to chill. Just stop talking to her for a
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Listen.
Why she all screaming?
I promise she smacked me. At least they knew it.
Do you have
I
any,
need you to take 10
hand
drops.
sanitizer?
Okay, baby. Give them this. Woo! I'm okay.
Stay right here with me.
Okay.
Hey, just do me a favor. I'm not trying to be rude.
I'm
Let's
so
just-
sorry. I know I'm
Okay.
so
Why she nuts? Let me see the next part. Damn. This the final part right here.
Was there any fighting? I know she mentioned that she just swung at the customer.
Yes, yeah. So because she just kept just threatening her. I'm gonna be waiting for you when I'm outside.
Yeah.
And all this. And we're like, no, you're not. No, you're not about to be waiting on nobody.
Yeah.
We ain't.
Did you guys
doing
already
that.
call the police at that time?
Yes,
Okay.
she was the general manager was on the phone.
Okay.
So before we could get to that part, she had already tried to really threaten her and jump over the counter and stuff like that. So it's like,
Which was the employee kind of like yelling back at her too, going back and forth, or
no, not really. She was kind, but I could tell it was starting to upset her because she didn't want to work no more. It's
Yeah.
kinda like
Yeah.
you threatening. She was like, she kind of said a little bit, but not. She didn't really say much. She was just threatening her the whole time.
Okay.
And she literally was trying to jump over the counter, so I pulled her because I was not about to let her do that.
a lot of like,
Who's trying to jump over the counter?
you know, I'm gonna wait for you. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for you when you get off work, all that stuff. And kept on yelling, so the young girl couldn't hold it in. So.
Because Lady in the Red is wanting us to take her for threatening her, but I wanted to see footage first.
Yeah, but definitely disorderly conduct, based on what the manager told me, because they gave her a refund at the window already. She came back in wanting the number to, I guess, corporate, whatever, and they tried to talk her away from the employee because the employee was trying to get an order, and they tried to talk her over there, but she continued to the counter and continued yelling at the employee, calling her and, you know, I'm going to wait for you when you get off work. Continued calling her name, so she couldn't hold it in. So she was on the other side of the counter, and I guess she swung at the customer.
Well, seeing how she popped off at us, it's a lot more believable that she came in.
Yeah.
The woman was charged with disorderly conduct and trespassed from the property, while the employee was charged with battery.
Now, was there any fighting? I know she mentioned that she just swung at.
So that's what happened. She was a hot ass mess. Is this part? Did we see this part? Let's see them. Let's see this part. We didn't see this part.
I'm not letting her. She hit me. I've been threatened. What you mean, Anthony, for lowering my voice? I've been hit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not yelling at you. I'm loud. I'm not yelling at you.
Man, that girl 21 years old.
I wouldn't care if she was 15.
I'm not asking you again. Stop. Do not engage.
Oh, this is the
with
part
anybody
that we
else.
are. Okay, that was a hot ass juicy mess. Okay, so okay, so they said she just got off a long shift, so she was frustrated already. But still, even if you did just get off a long shift, you cannot be overreacting like that. Damn. I wish we could have saw it from inside, from the window, because so we can know exactly. But I just believe this lady right here. I believe this lady was acting crazy. I really do. I believe she was acting crazy. She was acting crazy with the police, doing the most. I believe she was screaming, and I believe she said all that stuff. Just like I believe the employee hit. They said she couldn't hold it anymore. But the thing about it is, I really can't blame her. Damn, somebody trying to threaten you, trying to hit you, trying to reach over the counter. Shit, what can you really do? You know what I'm saying? It's hard. That's why they need security in some of these restaurants, so they can come and intervene. That was a trip though, but I do believe she was probably doing what she was doing with the police, all that screaming. I thought she was high or some shit. I'm not lying about that. I thought she was high or something. But she acts like, she's on something, shit. But I guess that she was tired. I don't know. But that was a hot ass mess. You said when you work with the public, you got to walk away, right? That's why I said I wish we could have seen it when it first happened, so we could see everything. But they say they did give her money back. And she said she wanted a corporate number, so that's why she went back inside. So maybe they were giving her attitude at the same time. You just never know. But still, even if they were giving her attitude, you still can't be threatening people and telling them you're going to wait for them after they get off of work and, trying to hit them. Because what do you expect? People, it's hard to walk away from some things. I mean, it's better if you do, but sometimes it is very difficult to walk away from stuff. That was a hot ass mess. So let's see what else we got here, y'all. What time is it? 1:04. Let me see. I don't want to see that one or this one. So I think that's okay. Yeah, let's use some of y'all, 3 of them. We cannot do this one. Can't do that one. Okay, so let me see what else we got here. That was a trip. I'm not gonna lie. All that damn screaming and shit. That was a hot ass mess, y'all. I'm not gonna lie about that. Okay, let's see some funny ones real quick. And again, Finesse 2-time ought to be ashamed of himself. I mean, I don't know the whole backstory of his mom, but unless your mom really did some crazy shit to you, I just don't, I think you should always be able to be there. Even if she did do something crazy, unless she tried to unalive you or something like that, I think you should still help her and just cut ties if she doing something that you really, can't get over, And maybe just have counseling section or something, because, you want to really try to maintain your relationship with your parent, your mom. So you may want to go to counseling and, talk to someone, she talk to someone, and try to, find a resolution to whatever is going on. Because, you need to savor your relationship with your mother. For real, for real. Okay, so let's see what else we can find. Let's see. Oh, let's see.
Now what are you saying? You what? What are you doing? You
What? I'm tired. It doesn't matter if you're tired. I walked in here and I was waiting to be helped, and then you start talking all this whole. You curse me out. I'm a customer. I know I was respectful to you. I was respectful to you.
Sorry about that.
And this gonna be on. I'm gonna put this on social media because I'm recording this because she sit up here. I walked up in here to get service, and the lady was helping another lady, and then normally when the customer walk in, you say, "How can I help you?" Right? So she was washing. Did she go and start washing dishes while I'm standing here waiting to be helped? Then after she start washing dishes, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Fall back. Fall back. No, you don't need to tell no story because it's over. It don't matter right now. It don't. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It do not matter. You know, I come here. I don't want to hear nothing she has to say. I don't want to talk because the way you came at me, the way you cursed me, no, I didn't even curse you.
It's okay. No, I'm gonna let my story. Yeah.
Well, okay, bye, young lady, bye. Yeah, you can pay. Bye. You just assumed. I didn't assume nothing. I just asked you when I came in here. I stood there for like about 3 to 4 minutes, and I asked you. I said, if someone else is helping, and you start telling me I ain't your child. I'm 51 years old. I'm a mother. I have grown kids. I have a 35-year-old son. Okay. And then you start cursing me out. I didn't curse you. All I asked you was, is someone else going to be able to help me? That's all I asked you.
I'm sorry about that. It's okay. You already apologized. I'm sorry, it was a misunderstanding. But the store number.
Can you write it down, please? Yeah. Thank you.
So why is she back there crying? Is that her crying in the background? Now, I know a lot of people in this comment section are here talking about this woman need to argue with somebody their age. It's not about arguing with someone their age or whatever the case is. It's about employees doing their jobs and treating everybody with respect, point blank. I don't know the whole entire backstory, but when you are working in customer service, you are supposed to maintain a professional. You're supposed to be professional at all times, okay? Like when you're assisting customers. And, a lot of times you go in these restaurants, let's keep it real. Some of these damn employees do not need to be working there. They are so unprofessional. We're doing the most. Okay, so again, I don't know the backstory 100% regarding this, but I'll tell you what. Everybody should basically, maintain some professionalism. And let the customer go ahead and talk, okay, do their little complaint, and let their ass be gone, all right, and finish with your job. And people don't give a crap about nobody's age at a job. They recording it so they can put it on social media or whatever the case is. That's irrelevant. The thing is, regardless if she's a teenager or not, maintain professionalism. Let this customer talk as long as she's not hitting you or calling you names. The manager needs to come up there and assist the situation. If the customer gets irate, then you tell the customer to leave. If the customer does not want to leave, then you call the police. And just because this girl is tired, it does not mean that you do not act professional. Y'all stop taking up for these little ass kids when they have these jobs. You're supposed to maintain some type of professionalism, regardless if you're tired or not. And let the customer go ahead and talk, as long as that customer is not going crazy, and get that customer out. Let that customer talk so she can get her ass about the store, and you keep on doing your job. Okay, let's see what else we got here. So let's see what's going on at this one. So it may be going off. This damn internet be playing acting crazy.
Hi, how are you? Are you busy doing something for somebody? Because I need to put an order in for some cards. That's what I need, some cards, business cards. I already have the thought in my head of what I want. I just want like 3 main colors in the background. Like, see how that color is on that wall? Just like 3 color block. And this my information as to what I do. Can I write it down like a piece of paper?
So for
my information.
Cards, if you haven't designed it yet,
Mm-hmm.
please see this works. We don't design the cards ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We have like different templates here that you can use and choose from. If this works.
Is that your only computer you have?
Yeah. This one might work.
I mean, it looks like it's on already. That way we don't have to wait for it to boot up. Yeah, let's just use this one if that's okay. What's this here? Different styles? Oh, signs. I'm not doing signs.
They got the music playing in the background. I didn't pay attention. Just let me just stop this one. I hate when they have the damn music stop. But let's just. So I'm thinking that this woman is probably going to be doing so much. She's going to be asking this dude, this employee, to do so much and tripping out how this guy is responding. In a case like that, you know, the best thing for you to do if you cannot deal with the customer without getting mad is telling that customer, hold on, let me go get the manager to assist you even more, you know, assist you further. And just go get the manager to help her if she's, you know, doing too much. That's all I can say on that right there. But it seems like she was just going to be doing a lot, you know, and tripping out on every little thing because he blinking his eyes and things like that. I don't know, some of these customers do be tripping. So what, he's blinking his eyes, but at the same time, he should not be doing it if he's doing it, you know how people do, roll your eyes at people and things like that. If you're doing it with like as far as like an attitude because this customer is getting on your nerves, then you don't do it. If a customer is aggravating you, I really do believe if you can't, you know, deal with the customer, you should go and get the supervisor so they can further assist the customer. Let the supervisor know this customer is doing too much. This customer is trying to get me to react or whatever. You know, just get, you know, them to help the customer instead of you putting yourself in a position of maybe getting into an argument. Hold on for a second, y'all. Okay, let's see down there. Make sure. Okay. So one more video, y'all, and that's going to be it. I want to kind of see this one. Let's see.
And I put $6 on my account on my order and paid for it. It said if my daughter comes up here, y'all said yes. She comes all the way up here. You tell her no. I need my $6 back.
Did she put in her?
Huh?
Did she put in her number?
I came up here by myself, and I paid for a snow cone plus $6 extra. So when she wanted a snow cone, she could come up here and get it. When my daughter came up here and said, "My name's," y'all didn't give her the snow cone.
Did she? Ma'am, please don't act like that. You're a grown woman. You're a grown woman. I'm 17. Get out of here. Don't come back. Don't come back. We don't need your business.
Okay, let me tell you something right now. Listen, let the one, this is how these little kids get hurt. First of all, since she's working in a restaurant, okay, just let this lady walk on away, okay, and be done with it. Call your manager, let them know what this lady did, and maybe the manager can bar her, you know, stop her from coming when she comes there, no more service. Because what's the point if the lady is walking away? What is the point of saying everything that she just said? She didn't have to say anything. All right. You know, when you get these customer service jobs, nobody cares. A lot of times these people do not care that you're 17 or 16 or 18, you tired or anything. Nobody cares. They just want you to do your job, get their stuff to them, and do it as professional as you can do it. All right? The other lady was rude. Okay, let's keep it real. But let that customer walk away, because you know you got some psychos out here. You're working, okay, they can easily come back and do something to you. You're at a vulnerable situation, so why even argue with these customers? As long as she's not hitting you physically, hitting you and things like that, let that woman walk away. What she do? This is what she did right here. That's what that really wasn't even worth it. Watch.
You're a grown woman.
Because if she would have came back and pulled her through that thing, then what? I believe she would have brought her back though.
Ma'am, please don't act like that. You're a grown woman. You're a grown woman.
So she does not need to say anything. Let that woman do that. Go get your manager or call your manager on the phone and report her, because they have cameras. And when the manager, owner, whatever sees that camera, he can bar this girl, this lady from this store. All of this other stuff is not needed. When you are at a job, you are supposed to maintain being professional regardless, especially, if a customer just does this. If a customer physically hits you, that's totally different. But just doing that shit, please, it's not even worth it.
I just want a regular chicken sandwich.
Yeah, I was up here 2 days ago, and I put $6 on my account, on my order, and paid for it. It said if my daughter comes up here, can she come get her a snow cone? Y'all said yes. She comes all the way up here, you tell her no. I need my $6 back. Huh?
You don't need to say anything. Okay?
I came up here by myself, and I paid for a snow cone plus $6 extra. So when she wanted a snow cone, she could come up here and get it. When my daughter came up here and said, my name's, y'all didn't give her the snow cone.
Yeah, I don't agree with the way that was handled at all. And like if I was the manager of the restaurant, I just would tell her in the future, don't even interact like that with these damn customers. When they throw something, she's walking away. Let her ass walk away. She's on camera, and we will, handle it. Management will handle it. Because today in this age, you cannot trust these people. They will come back and unalive your ass or something else. They know where you work, so you have to use common sense. You don't have to tell her she's a grown woman and all this stuff. Remember this, when you work at these jobs, a lot of these customers don't give a damn if you're a kid. Okay, they see you working, you're doing the job, they paying their money, they want good service. Okay, some like to complain about any old thing, but it's your job as a customer service representative or customer service person or whatever you are, is to maintain professionalism and just do your job and let these people walk away so you can go home. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. Yeah, she was wrong and too damn old and everything else, but a lot of people be like that. And I don't know why. But think about what you're trying to do. You're trying to get home, you're trying to be safe and everything. So let these crazy people go ahead and go. And just, like Jermaine said, walk away. Let her walk away. Point blank. All right. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this live tonight. We saw a lot of little viral videos. We talked about the black teen who was brutally beat in Simi Valley by some white teenagers, a mob of white teenagers. I did tell you about that, but again, what I talk about. And we talked about the foster dad who shoved a backscratcher down the child's throat, a foster child, throat, and unalive the kid. Yeah, we did talk about that because I said they didn't get no charges or anything. And the community is protesting against that. Okay. We talked about Malcolm Jamal Warner, what his mom said. And we talked about some recalls and some other little stories and things like that. And then we did these viral videos. We also saw the one where the woman was tripping out. I forgot at a store, whatever the case is. She was just doing the most, okay? At Arby's, that's what she was at. She was doing the most at Arby's. And I really do believe she really got irate. And just because you are tired from work it doesn't mean that you be tripping out either. But at the same time, you know, customer service people got to maintain professionalism. But you as a customer, if you decide to put your hands on an employee or you start threatening that employee, then it is what it is, okay? Because you can't expect for people to maintain professionalism once you start threatening them or putting your hands on them. You can't expect them to maintain that, you know? But I do know, as a customer service person, you should definitely maintain professionalism unless somebody touch you or threaten you. And if any situation gets, you know, too much for you to handle, that's when you call someone else, like the manager, to deal with the irate customer. All right? Other than that, y'all, that's it for this live tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks to Jermaine, Black Vigilance TV, Young Riz, Tony Bands. And I think that's it. Thanks to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches this in the replay. Oh, man. Let's see. Y'all don't forget to like. Let's do this. Wait a minute. Hold on. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Make sure you share and leave a comment. Thank you guys so much. Also, again, if you want to show additional support for this channel, you can do a super sticker, super chat, a membership for $4.99 a month, or you can do a cash out donation to $Shades2. Okay? And all donations are used for this channel. Other than that, y'all, everybody have a good night. And thank you so much for watching. And that's it. That's it for the show, y'all. I am getting ready to get out of here. We're going to put this out, y'all. And y'all have a good night's sleep and a happy and blessed Tuesday. Peace out, y'all. Let me go over here and get this.
Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again. Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I lacked game, back again. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, and somebody hurt. Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with Shade. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. On Shay's too. She back again. Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's